going on, everybody? We are back with another Sapphire box tonight. My personal second Sapphire box that I've opened. See what we could follow up the CAGS auto that we pulled last week with this week. I am going to start by dropping in the leftovers. There were not a ton tonight. What's going on? Just looking. All right, so I'm dropping in the leftovers. They were all pros. It's going to be 17 players in that lot for $7. If anybody wants to pick up anything extra for their spots tonight, the list of players is in the chat. We also have the insert lot for $25 if anybody's interested in picking up the insert lot. Mike, you got it. And let's see. Let me know. I think, Mike, you should be good without the PayPal Venmo info, but if anybody needs the PayPal Venmo info, I can put it up on the screen. Mike has the inserts. The leftover pros are still available. It's not really much sports-wise going on in the background besides Sports Center. So I got Sports Center on, which is usually I try to at least get MLB Network on, but they have a movie like a greatest games of all time thing on. So we're going, oh my God, Scuba at 13Ks tonight. We're going ESPN tonight. All right, let's see. What do we have going on in the chat? Yep, Randy, that list of pros, the 17 left over for $7 total. The inserts are definitely a hot take for sure. What would Joey know about that? All right, Randy, you got it. We pulled Joey a auto booklet a couple of weeks ago. The ultimate auto booklet with, I don't even remember how many autographs it was now. I think it was like 20 autographs in the booklet that we pulled for Joey that he picked up in the insert only spot. Let's see. That is it, Edgar's. We had the leftover pros that Randy picked up. And Randy, let me know just in case your 24 autos crazy. It was almost a 1 in a million pack odds. It was 1 in 900,000. Randy, let me know who you took in the auctions tonight so I can match your order up on here, your pickups up on here to your order on eBay. Randy with the pros for $7. The PayPal Venmo are up on screen for you, Randy, if you need them. And while we give you a second to do that, let's start picking our boxes. So I have, let's see, 4 jumbo boxes here. First person to give me one number in the chat between 1 and 4 can pick the box that we're not going to open tonight, since we're opening 3 of the 4 boxes that are here. 3. Anthony, I reversed it on you. Hope you're ready for that. So box 3 is not getting open tonight. Everybody wanted box 3 as the one not to get open tonight. All right, and then we have 5 boxes. We're going to be opening 1 out of the 5 jumbo boxes, and we have the 1 Sapphire box, so we're going to be opening that 1 Sapphire box. Let me move the jumbos onto screen. I'm going to move the PayPal Venmo over for a second, and then we'll try and get that back on screen in a second, but we have number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We already had Scott call it. Scott called number 2. Number 2 it is. Rest of them will go back in the case, and we have our boxes for tonight. Randy, you have Arun Escobar, Nick Kurtz, and Steve Carlton. Got it. Thank you. I will write that down and make sure that I add your leftover pros to that lot, and the PayPal Venmo is on screen. Let me know if you need me to type it into the chat as well in case that's hard to see. All right. We have our Sapphire, we have our Jumbo, and we have our hobby boxes. I'm going to start with the hobby boxes. If at any point we want to mix it up and go with the jumbo to mix up the hobby run. I'll give you guys a chance in the middle. But we are going to get going. Let's see. Accidentally paid shipping on all 3 players. Want to just call it even. Yep, that sounds fair, Randy. Sounds like a deal. Alrighty. I'm going to take that down. Let's see. You Vandal rooting for some Briseño tonight. We're also gonna do one more addition tonight. I'm gonna tack on a mega box. We haven't opened a mega box in any of our breaks yet, so we'll tack a mega box in at some point in the middle to the break tonight. And I need my box cutter so we can get started. Haven't seen a colored tong since break 5. It has been a little while. It's been a while since we pulled a tong auto also. Would not mind changing that tonight. The Mets could certainly use somebody like Tong at the major league level right now. Good luck, EB Nobles. Let's see, what's the deal with Tong? He's been ridiculous in Double-A this year. I think he's been in Double-A all season. No, actually, he got promoted from High A to Double-A probably about a month and a half ago. And he's just been ridiculous at every level he's played before this year, continuing into this year. Ks are super high. Stuff is nasty. He's probably not going to see the major leagues until at least next year. But yeah, he has been absolutely nasty for the Mets Double-A team, the Rumble Ponies, for the last few weeks. So definitely somebody that, with all of the injuries the Mets are suddenly facing and the absolutely gross play that we've had the last couple of weeks, that the Mets could use as a bright spot this year. Just looking, yeah, I'm a Mets fan too. We are hurting real bad. Stearns project not working out at all. I mean, it was until the injuries. It's crazy. Like a couple injuries and it all just falls apart. They're all good in the minors. Alvarez is crushing the ball in AAA after he got benched in his first game for some reason. Yeah. Things are not looking great for the Mets, who just got swept by the Pirates. I believe the total spread for the series was 26 runs the Pirates scored 26 more runs than the Mets did, which is the biggest spread of any series in Mets history. So that's embarrassing. All right, let's see what we are starting off tonight with. There's Tong. We always skim through the papers, slow it down for the chromes. For anybody who's new to our breaks, I'm going to sleeve up all the big hits, all the big names immediately. But to keep things moving, we won't sleeve up everything immediately. But if there is anything that you want me to do to sleeve up that I don't, shoot me a message in the chat. I'll make sure to get that done. But all chrome cards get sleeved up before we ship. So all chrome cards will get sleeved up eventually. We have a Charlie Condon VIP to start us off. Our first reptilian is Braylon Payne. There's Nick Kurtz. And Jacob Wilson getting a rookie card on the board already with the Rockstar rookies for the potential American League Rookie of the Year favorite. Marcos Torres, our first chrome of the night. And Mitch Jebb. We have Tink Hentz going to the insert-only spot on the top 100 there. We have Kyle DeBarge, Chrome, and Cam Caminiti. Let's get a couple of these sleeved up. I have to add that note about the spot that was picked up to my spreadsheet. So I have that note. And then we're going to keep going. outscored 30-4 by the Pirates, who have had no offense all year. Let's see, what else do we have in the chat? Do we have a bunch of Met fans here today? I'd love that. Let's see. Matthew says my Tigers are taking it all this season. Who would have thought? But maybe second best record or tied for the best record in Major League Baseball. Did they take the best Major League record back after the win tonight? Scooble looking like the best pitcher in Major League Baseball. Who's leading the offense for you guys right now, Matthew? Like, is it kind of a team effort, or is Riley Green doing it? All right, let's see. Is this orange? I think we might have an orange reptilian here. It's O'Neill Perez, and it is orange. We've had some interesting O'Neill Perez hits. 21 of 25, orange reptilian. So we have an orange on the board tonight. O'Neill Perez, little color match there for San Francisco. Gregory Barrios on the chrome behind that one. Another Jacob Wilson in paper. Robert Calles, not an insert only there. At the top 100, Bryce Rayner and another O'Neill Perez. O'Neill Perez having a nice little stack here. Naibo Mariano on the chrome and JJ Weatherholt getting on the board early in chrome. So a very nice orange to start us off with the first for O'Neill Perez. And our first big name chrome card on the board of the night is JJ Weatherholt. It is Riley Green doing a lot of the hitting. I mean, I kind of love that. I loved Riley Green as a prospect, so I'm happy to see him performing at the major league level. The Yankees are faltering. They hit good for one game, then they take 3 off. Yeah, that definitely been rough to be a New York fan the last couple of weeks. See who figures out first. I don't know when the rest of the Subway Series is, but if it were right now, at least one of us would have to win. All right, so we have an orange on the board already in the first stack of the first box. Good start to the night. We have another reptilian coming up here. Starting with a Lazaro Montes, greatness loading. And Franklin Arias. We cannot stop having nice Franklin Arias breaks. It's crazy. And his price, honestly, I think is a pretty good value right now. So Arias starting the night with a reptilian. We have an Alex Mooney first chrome behind that. We have Arandia Rosarena going to that pro slot. The lime green 310 of 399, a Rosarena. Thomas Sajazi Rockstar Rookies. Chase Hampton chrome. Jacob Wright chrome. Got a Caldwell and Briseño paper. We have Angel Ganao on the top 100. Colt Emerson and Luis Morejo on chrome. So a nice name there with the reptilian to add to the display back there with the orange reptilian. And a Rosarena, our first color paper card of the night. All right, let's see. What do we have? Rusty, this is the only break we're running tonight. So this is break number 29, the Sapphire Jumbo and 3 Hobby. Chris says, I know the Mets definitely had a rough stretch against Pittsburgh. The roughest stretch against Pittsburgh, some might say. Love that the A's pitchers said he wanted to strike Judge out before the game, then Judge went twice. Well, I think Chase Burns did that too, when Chase Burns actually fared pretty well against him. Was it was that tonight? Was it what's his name? Wow, why am I blanking? Severino that said that before Judge went deep twice today. That's kind of funny. Chris has Stafora and Malcolm Moore tonight. Chris, did you pick those up on a different account? I don't remember seeing your name. All right, we have a Yonica Ugarte. Oops, turning the lights out by mistake. Zach Showalter. Paulinho Santana, top 100. Lazaro Mates, Chrome. Jacob Bresnahan, Chrome. Dylan Cruz, Hobby Legends. We have a Wave Refractor, Jan Carlos Lara, numbered 77 of 350, and a 1P Pan Chrome. Get a couple of cards sleeved up here, and then we'll keep it going. Let's see. Yeah, maybe I just read. Maybe I was just looking at it wrong. All right. Keeping it moving. Let's see what else has been going on in baseball. It's been hard for me to watch, so I feel like I'm a little bit more out of touch this week with baseball than I usually am. Any excitement going on with the first from this class or any of the rookies? Oh, that Chase Mydrith slide. I saw that earlier. That was a little crazy pop slide by Chase Mydrith, getting the fielder to fall backwards and miss the tag. Gary Gilhill with a top 100. Chrome of Braylon Payne and Christian Campbell. We have another Dylan Cruz hit there with the Rookie of the Year favorites. Luis Pena getting on the board early tonight. Nice to see him on the board early. Young Chan Chrome. Colt Emerson VIP. Sebastian Walcott and Luke Senard Chromes. We got some New York City Sirens going on in the background. Let's see if that means something good for our autograph that should be coming up sometime soon. It's been tough to watch the Yankees of late. You never know when they'll wake up and drop 10 plus or get shut out 8-zip. Yeah. It's not exact. It hasn't exactly been like that for the Mets, but it's just about as painful. I feel like you guys have been a really big run team all season too, so that I feel like that's kind of the way the Yankees have been the whole year. Even when they were playing well, they were very dependent on really big innings. Do we have another orange? We have a 2 orange box here, guys. Let's see if the Sirens really did bring something good. We're gonna go right to that. We have a Brooks Lee Greatness Loading Hyung Chan on the Hyper Refractor. We have an Emil Morales, and the orange is ink, and it's wow. That's the way you want to do an auto in a hobby box. Thomas White Orange Shimmer, number 3 of 25 for maybe the best pitching prospect in the product, with maybe the best prospect behind that with a Jesus Madej and a Yansel Luis. But that is a beauty there. Thomas White Orange Shimmer. Are we going to be able to find anything tonight that beats that? It will not be easy. Double orange hobby box, including possibly the best pitcher in the product. Congrats to the Thomas White owner tonight. That is definitely the biggest Thomas White card we've pulled so far. Who's got him tonight? Nice Young Chan there, and Brooks Lee on the greatness loading. We'll finish that stack off. We got a little sirens in the background in the New York City night, and they brought us some ridiculously good luck this time. We have a Chase Burns and Arun Escobar to finish off that stack. 6 more packs to go in this first hobby box. Let's see what's going on in the chat. That is a banger, Matthew. That was crazy. Not quite an orange Haesung Kim, but an orange shimmer Thomas White auto. More sirens. Let's go, Ziskumi. Is anybody? Oh, you guys are lagging. All right. Well, I'm happy we got that orange shimmer out before things were shaking too much. Is it getting better? Rusty, you got the Thomas White here. Was lagging, but it's good now. All right, I'll keep an eye on it. Make sure that I don't see anything weird on my side. But keep letting me know if there's any issue with the feed. I still need to talk to my service provider and see what I could do about making sure this stops, because we can't have laggy feeds. We have a JJ Weatherholt greatness loading insert, Walker Janik and Blake Walters on the board. Let's go one pack at a time for now. Well, hopefully the connection is stabilizing itself. We have a Trey Sweeney goes to the insert only lot with the Rookie of the Year favorites, Yancel Villarroel and Humberto Cruz Chromes. Luis Pena on the paper now. We have a Seaver King top 100, Jesus Lopez and Jack Lyons Chromes. We have our first red rookie here. We have a Jesus Madej paper, red rookie of Brooks Lee. Unfortunately, it seems like Jacob Wilson is running away with Rookie of the Year, but Brooks Lee would have been one at the beginning of the year that you would have thought would have been in serious contention to be one of the rookie redemptions that could have paid out. We have a Conrad Kaysen and Jan Carlos Lara Chrome behind that. Let's get some of these hits sleeved up. I still do really like the red rookie redemption chase as a fun thing for Bowman to have added this year. I kind of hope that they extend it to Bowman Chrome. And try and get some of the guys like, I don't know, Christian Campbell, who in the National League, Augustin Ramirez. It's probably, you think it's too late for them to get Jacob Mizorowski in Bowman Chrome? They might be able to fit Mizorowski in Bowman Chrome. We have a Samuel Basayo VIP. We have a mini diamond of Sebastian Walcott. Slade Caldwell on the Chrome. Bunch of nice hits there. Big time prospect on the non-first shimmer and big time first in our only first Chrome of the pack. And one more pack out of this first hobby box. A very nice hobby box it was to start us off with. We have a Cobb Hightower and an Owen Wild in Chrome to finish off box number 1. So 2 oranges to start us off, in addition to a Franklin Arias Reptilian. We're going to go with another hobby box, and then I will let you guys decide where we go after that. Let's see, debating whether you want to list your green Shimmer McGonagall auto. Chris, I mean, I feel like it wouldn't be a bad time to list it if you were going to. You're thinking about asking for it? Chris has a gold shimmer SGC 1010 McGonagall auto. If there's any big McGonagall chasers out there, sounds like Chris is thinking about selling it. $450 to $500. I haven't looked up comps, but I mean that honestly doesn't sound ridiculous to me. There's probably not a huge population of SGC 1010s out there or PSA 10s on that number to 99. Have you checked the pop on that on PSA or SGC? All right, let's go back to our 3 packs at a time for now. McGonagall has still been tearing it up since his return from injury this season. All right, starting us off here, we have Cags on the board for the first time in the greatness loading. Chase Mobley Reptilian, Yumin Lin Chrome, Rookie Sasaki, Rockstar Rookies, first time on the board for Rookie. We have a Sean Keys, Gregory Barrios Chrome, Aiden Miller Top 100, Jesus Tolero, and O'Neal Perez in Chrome. Let's see, it was a pop 1 on SGC, and there are not many being sold with a gem status. I mean, the population couldn't possibly be too high. Number to 99. All right, we have a Tink Hence Chrome starting off this stack. Cameron Sullivan Chrome. Seen mostly new names in this box to start. Colt Emerson Top 100. Victor Rodriguez and Carlos Tavares Chromes for the first time. Gary Gill Hill and Caleb Loma Vida Chromes, each for the first time. What's everybody's best pull from the 2025 product so far? Let's see. Pulled a Bowman buyback auto out of this product, and I can't seem to give it away. Hard pull to get. That's awesome. I never pulled a buyback, Vandal. Lowered the price a lot, and they're super rare. What buyback was it? Soto Anime. That's sick, Mike. Weatherholt Green Shimmer auto for Anthony. I mean, we all know Joey especially knows what my biggest pull out of this product has been so far. The ultimate autograph booklet number to 10. David Ortiz numbered to 4. What color is numbered to 4? We have Mizorowski there on the top 100. Hayden Alvarez Chrome, Cam Caminiti. Jackson Jobe, Rookie of the Year favorites. Kyle Teal Chrome, Arun Escobar on the board for the second time. Brooks Lee, Greatness Loading. Josh Noth and Emil Morales Chromes. Some good hits in that stack. Some decent names there. First rounder Noth out for the season, right, for this year. Second time on the board for Brooks Lee. Arun Escobar. Actually, third time on the board, I think, for Brooks Lee. Jobe and Hayden Alvarez all getting chrome hits. Let's see. What do we have? Let's see. Joey says the ultimate autograph book for sure. Joey, would you have you sent in the redeem yet? Let's see. Chris says, I mean, ungraded shimmers are going for 275 to 300, so the 1010 at 450 seems pretty reasonable. Anthony says pulled the Judge anime. Wow, so we have some nice anime pulls between Mike and Anthony. Jack anime and Jesus stained glass. Wow, Jesus stained glass is crazy too. Pulled the Jesus Midday gold auto by Randy. Takumi, the Gary Gilhill orange auto, and the Braden Montgomery blue X-Fractor. I think Brian pulled both of those, right? Or did I pull the Braden Montgomery? It's got a black border on the 1 of 4. That sounds awesome. Scott says 2 autos and a blaster. Pena and Cam Smith auto green. Damn. JC Mega Mojo purple auto. For Don, hit him a day. Orange auto on release day and sold it for $8K before the break was over. Matthew, that's a crazy break. Wow. Joey says he hasn't. You've got it listed on eBay, but if it doesn't sell, you're going to redeem it next week. Best offer is $2,400 so far. Yeah, hold out for more than that, Joey. We know that card's got to be worth at least $4K. We got color, so let's go right to this pack. Looks like a blue wave coming up. We also have a red redemption of Sajazi, looking like a guy who could have done it at the beginning of the season before he dropped off. Sasaki on the board for the second time, and a blue shimmer of a very nice prospect, Johnny Lavelle. Good-looking card there. 59 of 150 on the blue wave. Mitch Jeb getting on the board for the second time. That was an exciting pack. Every chrome card, quality. Jeb, red, Sajazi, Sasaki on the rookie card insert, and Lavelle on the blue wave chrome refractor. It's going to at least shift over Arias to the side of the stand. Get that Johnny Lavelle up there next to the Thomas White orange shimmer auto. Wood crystal. Ooh, the crystals are crazy too. That's a really nice pull, Donald. Let's see. They were both Brian. I pulled you the Eels base and the Swellenbach refractor auto. All right, let's keep this moving. So we have a blue wave on the board in this one, and it was a very nice prospect. In Lavelle, we have a mini diamond coming up here. Cooper Pratt on the VIP. And the mini diamond, somebody asked about a nice Briseño before. That's not a bad Briseño. Mini diamond refractor. Nick Kurtz behind that. Who was it that was asking for a Briseño earlier? Your Condon anime is at Tops. Why is it at Tops? You, Vandal, were you the one asking for Briseño? You were. Congrats. Getting color on the board in box number 2 for Briseño. Some decent prospects coming up in the hits here. Arias started us with the Reptilian. Briseño on the board now with the mini diamond. Oh, you sent it back because it was damaged? Yeah, well, that's a good call for sure. How long are they taking on that? That's wild. I wonder if they'll send you the exact card back or if they'll send some other kind of an equivalent card. Bo Walker and JJ Weatherholt on the board for the second time. First for Bo, second for JJ. Two months, whoa. That's a long time. They've been pretty good for me recently with that kind of stuff. So I'm surprised to hear that they're taking that long. Would have to be of equal value, yeah. And I hope they would do you right there, especially after making you wait 2 months. We have Edglin Perez in chrome, Samuel Basayo, Josue Briseño top 100, Sammy Hernandez and Jose Perella chrome. PJ Morlando on the board for the first time, and Cody Freeman finishes off that stack. Still looking for our ink. Hit of the box so far, definitely the Johnny Lavelle with the Briseño. Oops. The Briseño following a little bit behind that. You can dispute it if it's not even. That's cool. I didn't know that. Have 5 cards there at the moment. Whoa, all for issues? That's crazy. We have I mean, I've definitely seen some issues. I've seen a handful of issues that are worth sending back, so I could totally believe that. Some off-center stuff on some low-numbered cards that you have to get them replaced. We have a Dylan Cruz, Hobby Legends, Andrew Painter, top 100, Thomas White, and George Clausen, couple of super big pitching prospects. Clausen and Thomas White adding to his hit of the night with the Thomas White orange shimmer auto. Either miscut or damaged. Yeah, it's a good call, Chris. Hopefully they get you back some good stuff. We have Hesong Kim on the board for the first time in the Rockstar Rookies. Ismael Javier and Christian Moore. 2 home runs this week. 1 to go into extra innings, 1 in extra innings. I believe that it was the first time that rookie's done that. See some DeBarge for Brandon. Let's see, I know we had 1 at the beginning, but we haven't said his name in a while. Didn't know you could replace damaged corners. Yeah, I think their policy is if it would come back like theoretically PSA 7 or below, they say they'll replace it. We have a sky blue Yeremy Cabrera paper. Not a bad prospect to hit there. Cags on the VIP. Peyton Eels, speaking of, on the board with a Reptilian. And Franklin Arias with a Chrome. The nice Arias breaks continue. A nice Peyton Eels and a nice Yeremy Cabrera. So 3 nice names getting hits in that pack. Cabrera, Eels on the Reptilian, and Arias on the base Chrome. Still looking for the ink. Let's catch up in the chat quickly, though. Have not been super impressed with the centering in this product. Yeah, there's definitely been runs where I've seen it be not good. That's why it's difficult to get a good grade. Yeah, I mean that there is. I don't know if there's anything about population control in those off-center printing issues, but I don't hate the idea in theory of not having a million PSA 10s floating around in the world, even though I don't think that it's right to have cards intentionally printed incorrectly. And we said we were still looking for the ink, and there it is. Victor Rodriguez on the base auto there. First time we pulled a Victor Rodriguez auto in a while. Base of him. Leo DeVries and Jose Perdomo on the chromes. So not quite as big as the Thomas White orange shimmer from box number 1, but getting a Dodgers prospect is always something that could potentially be good. 8 or below is the rule for replacements. Cabrera had a grand slam today. Good timing. They pull a color of him then. We have Kyle Teal on the greatness loading and more hits for O'Neill Perez to add to his orange Reptilian with the X-Fractor. Hyunsuk Jang on the chrome. Bazana Gold Auto. We pulled a Bazana Gold Auto also. Did I pull that for you, Edgars? Or did somebody else pull that for you? We go 2 packs here, and then we'll finish up the last stack. Looks like we have an Aqua Shimmer coming up in this one. Matt Shaw, VIP. Smith Pineda. And Aspel Gonzalez Chromes. And the Shimmer is a first. And it is Tsung-Chi Chang. Pirates prospect and ex-major leaguer, I believe. Cam Smith on the chrome. That was numbered. Oh, we got some sirens in the background for that Chang hit. Number 11 of 125 there on the Aqua Shimmer. Open up some more top loaders to get that one loaded up. And then as I finish up these last few packs, I will let you from Cards HQ. They pulled you the Bazana. Let's see. What was I going to say? Well, I finish up these last few packs. Let me know if we want to open up the Mega Box next, or if we want to stick with Hobby or go Jumbo. Jace Young, Rookie of the Year favorites on the die cut. Max Clark and Malcolm Moore getting on the board for the first time. Hobby next, says Randy. All right, we'll stick with Hobby next. I think I mentioned this last week since it was the weekend of the show, but did anybody make it to Fanatics Fest, or for anybody who either did or didn't make it, what did you guys think of the of how they did it this year and all of the events and big names that they had? We have a Basayo top 100 there, another Chang, and David Ortiz Chrome with a Loma Vida paper to finish off the box. We're going to go with another Hobby box next. Best for last, says Randy. Yep, like the call. The question then becomes, what's the best? Is the best the Sapphire, or is the best the Jumbo? The Sapphire would be the best by the 3 autograph rule, but the price that Sapphires are selling for right now would imply that it's about twice as good as the Jumbo. And based off of my first Sapphire box, I don't think that the $1,000 price that these boxes are currently selling for is necessarily the right price, but we pulled some really nice quality out of it. Honestly, Scott, I don't know a ton about Malcolm Moore. I have to look into him more. I really just know that he was a first-round catcher for the Rangers this year. I don't know all that much. Does anybody else know anything about Malcolm Moore? Rusty ran to celebrate the Thomas White pull. So this is hobby box number 3 right now. Rusty, we have a Zach Neto also goes to the pros lot there, number 186 of 499. Pros lot getting a couple hits. Yeremy Cabrera Chrome, Dylan Fine Chrome, top 100 PJ Morlando, Seaver King and Connor Griffin Chromes. One guy heading in one direction, one guy seemingly heading in the other direction. Seaver King, Yostinson Garcia, and D'Angelo Ortiz Chromes. Connor Griffin, certainly stock rising. Seaver King, stock seems to be falling a little bit. Hopefully we don't have another Elijah Green situation with the Nationals' first-round pick. The second auto was a Victor Rodriguez base. Wax hype at an all-time high, yeah, with a $1,000 Sapphire. Let's see. Mike says Saffy last. I like the call. Haven't said Kevin McGonigal's name enough today besides talking about Chris's card. Let's see if we can add something besides the paper that's on the top of that stack for Kevin McGonigal in this third box here. Oh, we have a purple pattern of Blake Wolters, numbered 109 of 199. Nick Kurtz VIP, Cody Freeman Reptilian, Bazana Chrome, Reese Hines Rockstar Rookies, Walker Jenkins and Joffrey Rodriguez Chromes. Tayron Lorenzo top 100. Tayron Lorenzo, I should say. Javier Magallon and Chase Mobley Chromes. Let's see. We got Meb in the room, just dropping in to say hi. Hit some of your guys. We're working on it. We hit a ridiculous Thomas White. He's not one of your guys tonight, but I know you always love seeing a really nice pitcher auto out on the board. Certainly did that tonight with that Thomas White orange shimmer. Heading to the Pac Northwest this weekend to watch the kid. Good luck to him, and good luck to you with that. What is the Pac NW mean besides Pacific Northwest? I'm assuming it just means Pacific Northwest, not any kind of a specific tournament. Greatness loading Kyle Teal, and a Jesus Madej Reptilian continues the nice hits tonight. Franklin Arias and Madej Reptilians now. Hyunsuk Jang on the chrome. Oops, I don't know why I put that up there. And we got a nice Madej on the board. I think we got to get the Arias down to the side now, next to that Briseño, and we'll get the Madej up on the board there. Where in the Pacific Northwest is he heading? Is it not? I'm assuming not Utah. I'm assuming more north and more west. Jackson Humphreys on the chrome. Cam Smith chrome as well. Let's go one more single pack, then I'll go another 3. Eugene and Hillsborough. Eugene is the Oregon Ducks. What's in Hillsborough? We have Max Clark on the top 100, looking like a pitcher in that picture. Jack Penny and George Clausen getting chromes. Sleeve up the Clausen, and we'll go 3 more packs to hit the halfway mark of hobby box number 3. The hops, the Hillsborough. Nope, still not getting it. We have Rhett Lauder on the Rockstar rookies. Nate Nankill chrome. Jose Perdomo. Noah Schultz top 100. Cade Horton and David Ortiz Jr. chromes. Alejandro Rosario and Christian Moore chromes. Couple of nice AL West hits there. Let's see. Both in Oregon. You said at Hillsborough hops. D-backs high A is Hillsborough hops. I had a feeling it was going to end up being a minor league team name. Eugene is the Giants. Got it. So not the University of Oregon. Now I'm following you. All right, here we go. I don't see any color in this stack. Let's see if there's anything hiding. Brandon Sproat on the top 100. Chen Wei Lin and Jose Perella chrome. Jackson Jobe, Rookie of the Year favorites. Cobb Hightower back on the board in chrome. Cody Freeman. VIP of Bryce Eldridge. And Anderson Brito. And more Franklin Arias on the board. Let's see. Graduated from Oregon, so he'll be on campus exploring. That's awesome. Be waddling around the campus of the Ducks. Looks like we might have an autograph here. I want to say that might be Nibel Mariano's leg. No, it's Janso Luis's leg. So base Janso Luis. Meb, is he your guy tonight? Janso Luis on the base autograph. Mike Trout on the Hobby Legends. Richard Matic and Samuel Basayo Chromes. So Janso Luis, back-to-back weeks with a nice hit. I believe we had some kind of green of him last week, if I remember correctly. And this week getting the base auto. Get that one up on a stand. Waldschmidt was in Hillsborough until he got moved up. I mean, there's got to be some really nice prospects in Hillsborough because that D-backs organization has been performing quite well this year. Slade is there now, and Janso Luis. There you go. And some guy named Casey that's a little underrated. We have a Robert Cayaz and Quinn Matthews. Spencer Schwellenbach, Greatness Loading, and Christian Campbell on the X-Fractor. Didier Fuentes, I don't know if he's still in the major leagues after handing the Mets one of their few wins in the last couple weeks, but Fuentes getting on the board there in chrome. Christian Campbell with the X-Fractor. Nice hit there for the Campbell spot. Let's see. Looks like I'm going to list the green Chicago on eBay. If anybody's interested, make Chris some offers. All right, we have one more stack left in this hobby box, and then I'm gonna switch, and we'll do the add-on mega box next, and then we'll finish up with the jumbo and the sapphire. Bazana on the Hobby Legends. Jack Caglione, Greatness Loading. Briseño on the board for the first time tonight in chrome to add to his mini diamond, and Yumin Lin. Jeffrey says, catch an M's game while you're in the Pacific Northwest. They're not a bad team to watch this year. Rhett Lauder, Rookie of the Year favorites. James Tibbs and Caleb Lomavita Chromes. See some big dumper in action. Do we think that Cal Raleigh could win? I was going to say Rookie of the Year. Could win. Certainly can win Rookie of the Year. Do we think that Cal Raleigh could win MVP if he keeps up his current performance? Kyle Teal, top 100. Frania Bermontilla and Carlos Tavares Chromes. Ricardo Yan and Drew Jones are also in Hillsborough. Yeah, that's a loaded team. That's got to be fun to watch. Condon and Paper, first time we've said his name tonight. Caden Dana on the Red Redemption. Aiden Miller and Cameron Sullivan Chromes. Two more packs left here. And then we'll do our bonus mega box. We have a mini diamond coming up here. We have Peyton Eels on the chrome. Malcolm Moore on the chrome for the second time. Walker Jenkins, VIP. And the mini diamond is Luis Pena. So we are hitting the hobby box hits the way that we want to. Another huge name there on the mini diamond hit. Osbel Gonzalez chrome. And that is a really nice way to finish off the hobby portion of the break. Pena on the mini diamond. I think unfortunately, Vandal, have to switch the Luis Pena up there for the Briseño. Pena having just an unbelievable year, rising way, way, way up in the top 100 rankings this year. All right, I'm going to shift these piles over, and then we're going to get into the mega box. For those of you guys who got here late, don't be confused. This is still the same break from eBay tonight. We are just adding a bonus mega box tonight as a little bonus. Thank you for all the regulars who are always here, and just a little add-on celebration in this break. Colton Cowser with a nice catch, but nothing compared to Denzel Clark. Slade went 0 for 5 the other night with 5 Ks. Drew's batting 230. Yeah, of course, guys. Of course. Let's get it ripping. They've lost 11 of 12. Yikes. Well, hopefully they turn that around while you're there. Sound like the Mets and the Yankees of the West Coast right now, with that kind of a losing streak. Have the Carolina Mudcats turned it around yet? I know they were having some struggles like that for just the absolutely absurd roster that they have for the Brewers high A team. All right, let's see. Let's put the megas in the back. There are some potential hits in the hobby packs this year, so we'll keep an eye out for any red redemptions or anything else that could come out of these regular packs. We have Alejandro Rosario, Travis Bazzana, Jackson Humphreys, and Jack Pennychromes. Scott, was that supposed to say Pena, or is there somebody named Lena that I'm not thinking of? Saw some megas in a big box store today. Kept walking. Hopefully, we could change your thought on them going forward with a nice hit in this one for all of our sakes. We have Chen Wei Lin and Richard Matic. They're certainly not typically very fun in these regular base packs unless you get a big name on the board. Anderson Brito and D'Angelo Ortiz, so nothing too exciting in the base packs. Let's see what we're going to get in the mega box packs. This looks like it could be a little bit thicker than the other one, so let's go with the bottom one first. We have Yermi Cabrera on the board. Nice mega box hit, at least, with the mega box refractor. Drew Thorpe. Dylan Cruz, nice one. Caden Dana, Rookie of the Year favorites, and Bo Bichette. So nothing color yet, but some nice names getting on the board there with some hits, with some mega box refractors. Dylan Cruz, Drew Thorpe, and Yermi Cabrera. And can we get some color or bonus ink in this one? We have Paul Skeens in the back. That's not a bad addition for the Paul Skeens spot. No colors, so maybe we're not going to change the theory on walking by megas. But Tung-Chi Chang, Victor Rodriguez, Winston Santos, Haesung Kim, Takumi. That's your guy. You have Kim tonight, right? And Paul Skeens getting a mega box refractor. So no color, but some mega box refractors for some spots that otherwise were probably going to be a tough chase for Chrome, like Paul Skeens and Bo Bichette. Oops. And Haesung Kim getting the mega box refractor hit, one of the nicer hits we've had for him recently. All right. What do we have coming up? Just see, somebody sent me a message. How does this work for a Sapphire? He's not on the checklist. Yeah, let's see some Quintero. Edgar's got Skeens, so a nice bonus there for Skeens. Scott got Santos. I've heard a bunch of people say really good things about Santos. All right, here we go. 3 autos on the way. And the jumbo is empty, and we are looking for 3 autos. All right, everybody. Good luck. 3 autos to come. Let's see some color auto for the first time since Thomas White on the yellow. On the orange shimmer. Bobby Witt, Hobby Legends. Jacob Wilson on the board with the greatness loading. Bo Walker, Jesus Tolero, Sean Keys, Connor Griffin, Dylan Fine. See some Jonah Tong too. Top 100 Carson Benj. Ow. Just elbowed my light. Dylan Cruz getting more hits. Quietly good break for Dylan Cruz tonight with a bunch of hits for him. Leo DeVries, Gary Gill Hill, Victor Rodriguez, Tank Hentz, Steven Echevarria for the first time. I don't think we have Steven's dad in the break tonight. Romeo Sanabria on the chrome. And the top 100 is potential rookie of the year in the National League, Drake Baldwin. Another guy who, like I was mentioning before, maybe we could sneak Drake Baldwin in as a red redemption in the in 2025 Chrome. Wouldn't be the worst idea that Bowman has ever had, Topps has ever had. All right, let's see. We could have our first autograph coming here. And it is Emilian Petrie on the first auto of the box, a base auto of Emilian Petrie. A Smith Pineda, Max Clark, Chang on the chrome, Blake Walters, and Humberto Cruz. With Owen Casey on the top 100. How much longer can the Cubs keep Owen Casey down in the minors with his recent extremely hot performing? 3 consecutive base autos after we started with our Thomas White auto. Victor Rodriguez, Yancel Luis, and now Emilian Petrie. We have a couple of paper pattern cards coming out here. Oh, that's beautiful. Blue pattern Bobby Witt, number 71 of 125. Congrats, Witt spot on a beautiful, beautiful hit there. Roki Sasaki, Rookie of the Year favorites. Walker Jenkins, Greatness Loading. Carson Benj, VIP. Leo DeVries, Chrome. Thomas White. Ismail Javier, Jack Lines, and Jan Carlos Lara Chromes. And in the back, we have a purple pattern of Gregory Barrios, numbered 96 of 199 with a Xavier Isaac top 100. right? At least replace all of the ineligible rookie of the guys that are in the rookie of the year, or red cards, I should say. Barrios with the purple pattern, Thomas White with a chrome, and a really nice Bobby Witt blue pattern. Really nice hit there. All right, let's see. I'm going to go to the bottom row next because we already had an autograph in the bottom row, so we're probably not going to have another autograph in the bottom row. We'll try and keep the autos until the end of the hobby box. We have a fuchsia wave coming up, it looks like here. Ellie on the Hobby Legends. Brooks Lee, Rockstar Rookies. Said his name a lot tonight. VIP, Travis Bazzana, Kellen Lindsay, Ricardo Yan, Luis Morejo, and Jacob Wright Chrome, and Alejandro Rosario on the Fuchsia Wave, number 107 of 199. And the top 100, Christian Campbell. Hard to argue with him being a top 13 prospect with how he's performed at the major league level this year. Rosario, also a top 60 prospect, although missing the rest of the season with injury. Nice one to hit there still on the wave, Fuchsia Wave. Throwing these two packs next. Caden Dana getting a couple variations of this Rookie of the Year favorites card. Finally, a Kevin McGonigal chrome on the board. Corey Lewis, Lucas Ramirez, Luke Sennard, and Hyung Chan And Seaver King on the top 100. First time on the board in chrome for McGonigal. Now, who are we still missing? We have Medei and Pena on the board. We have Slade. We have Arias. We need Condon. We need Quintero. Who else are we still chasing that we haven't hit any cards of yet? We have a purple refractor coming up here. Apparently Shea Whitcomb's hitting really well for power in the minors right now in AAA. We have a Connor Griffin VIP. Weatherholt. I think we have a few Weatherholts on the board already. We have Ichiro Kano Hernandez in chrome, Walker Janik, Cam Caminiti, Mitch Jebb, and a purple first of Fabian Lopez. I think we had a purple Fabian Lopez a couple breaks ago. That's weird. 24 of 250 there for the Lopez spot. And a top 100 of Gary Gill-Hill. Tong, right? Yeah, Tong, another quiet one. Let's see if we can get something of Tong on the board. Anybody see the NBA or WNBA release that Panini's doing with those rookie boxes that are guaranteeing a low-numbered autograph of Angel Reese or Caitlin Clark that they're Dutch auctioning starting at $30,000? I believe it's this week. What are our thoughts on that? We have a Tomoyuki Sagano on the Red Redemption. Not a bad one to hit there. PJ Morlando Chrome, Sammy Hernandez, Edglin Perez, Slade Caldwell back on the board, and Owen Wilds. Some nice chromes there. And Kevin McGonigal back on the board in a top 100. Brooks Robinson has been really quiet. Yeah, Brooks Robinson has been pretty quiet in a lot of breaks. He's a tough chase. It won't be worth half that in a few months. Yeah, I mean, I'm curious to see what the auctions end at. I don't know if that information will become public or if they'll take it down at some point, and it'll kind of be a mystery what the lowest sold price was. But I'm curious to see if they come down into like the single digit thousands, because I find it hard to believe those boxes will be worth 10,000, even $10,000 at any point in the future. As cool as they are, hard to believe those things could be worth anything close to 30,000. Even if you hit a Caitlin Clark 101. Looks like we have a purple autograph coming up here. Good luck, everybody, on that one. First color auto in a while, and it is Peyton Eels. So another nice color auto there, numbered 58 of 250. Who's holding Peyton Eels tonight? That's a beauty. Probably one of the better Eels cards we've hit. Kobe Mayo on the Greatness loading. Rafael Flores on the board for the first time in chrome. Esteban Gonzalez, Cole Fontanelle, Alex Mooney, and Wenhui Pan chromes. McGonigal paper and Walker Jenkins top 100. Mike, that's you on the Peyton Eels. We got some Eels going to Mike. Very nice card there. Let's go Madej. I'm going to take down the Arias. We'll keep the Madej up there with the Janssen Luis base auto on the other side. So a couple of very nice autographs on the board now with a nice Eels and a nice low number Thomas White. Very nice hit for Mike there. All right, so we had an auto there, so we won't have autos in either of these, and there will be an auto in that pack most likely, so we'll go with those two first, and we'll try and save one more auto out of the jumbo. Fingers crossed for a second color auto in this box with the base and the purple out so far. We have Carson Williams on the insert only VIP there. Kevin Castillo, Esteban Mejia, Bishop Letson, and Jacob Bresnahan and Zach Showalter on the chromes there. Whole lot of firsts. We have a top 100 Drew Gilbert. And one more pack before our final autograph of the jumbo, before we finish off with the Sapphire. We have another rookie Sasaki rookie card insert. Rockstar rookies. Leo DeVries, Greatness loading. JJ Weatherholt, VIP. Cags on the chrome. Winston Santos, chrome. Fernando Cruz, Christian Campbell, and Janssen Luis. Handful of nice names there. And Madej and Luis Pena in paper. And another Angel Ganao, top 100. Pulled that card twice tonight, interestingly. Luis Santos, Cags, some nice names in chrome. Roki Sasaki, nice insert. And final pack, final auto. Anybody want to quickly try and call their shot on the final regular non-Sapphire auto of the night? We are going to get maybe a refractor, maybe a base. Let's see. Yeah, that red rookie is going to be a base. So it looks like it's, I mean, the refractor is going to be a red rookie, so it looks like it's going to be a base. Orelvis Martinez on the red rookie. Roki Sasaki with another insert. And the auto is a double Janssen Luis auto night. Damn, Janssen Luis double auto hits. Two base. Fabian Lopez, Drew Jones, Emil Morales, and Arun Escobar chromes. Braylon Payne. I believe we had two Braylon Payne reptilians as well. And finishing off the jumbo, we have a Paulinho Santana top 100. So interesting way to finish off the jumbo box. Two base autos and a purple in that one, including our second Janssen Luis autograph of the night. And I believe our second Braylon Payne reptilian of the night. Going to shift over a couple, probably just one pile, before we go to the Sapphire and see if we can keep our good run of Sapphire hits going. Between me and Brian, the first 3 boxes that we opened, we pulled a Luis Pena green auto, a Jesus Madej base auto, and a Cags gold auto. So let's see if we can keep that good run going tonight. I actually don't remember what Brian pulled in the last one. I think he pulled another Cags. So out of our first 4, 2 Cags, 1 Pena, 1 Madej. Haven't heard Sephora or more much. Yes, Sephora has been quiet. More we got on the board a couple times in Chrome, but see if we can expand on that. All right, everybody, good luck with the big time Sapphire. For those of you who have been joining our midweek breaks, Brian is not going to be ripping this week. I'm going to be ripping on the 3rd of July. That's a Thursday night break in Brian's place. And then I'll be back again on Sunday. So we'll have Thursday and Sunday breaks this week. I already have the Thursday one posted, same format as tonight. My plan is to do the same thing on Sunday if I can get my hands on another Sapphire box tomorrow to make that happen, to make sure that the cards will get here on time. We have the empty Sapphire box, and good luck to everybody. There's our 8 packs. All right, let's see how many colors we can come up with in this one. Starting us off in the Sapphire. Wow, what a way to start off the Sapphire box. No color in this one, but Luis Pena starts the box off. Big Pena getting on the board. Sebastian Walcott. You asked for a Chris. Sammy Stafora on the board, and Jacob Bresnahan. So you said Stafora's name, and there he is. Stafora on the board for the first time in Chrome tonight, as far as I can remember, with the Sapphire. And Luis Pena adding to his good night tonight. Now has a Sapphire and a mini diamond. Couple of Pena hits. We'll put them on the stand together. Let's see, still got everything in the picture. All right. Anybody want to try to call the auto hit in this one? It's already been a Stafora box. I don't know why this pack isn't opening. There we go. I need to not show the back card in these packs. All right, we have green coming up here, so we'll have a green number to 99. We're starting off with Andrew Morris, and we needed this one for the Charlie Condon spot. Been a slow night for Condon, but we got him on the board in Sapphire. Showalter in the back, and the green is... I thought so, based on the feet. Double Charlie Condon. After a slow Condon night, we just doubled him up in one Sapphire pack, including a green parallel, number 65 of 99. That is going to be one of the biggest hits of the night. Congrats, Condon spot, for staying patient and sticking it out for that double Condon pack, including the green Sapphire parallel. Beauty there. Nice centering on that card, too. I only quickly scanned it, but that's a good-looking green parallel there. Really nice. Let's sleeve up the rest of the hits here. And... I'll put the Condons next to each other there on the stand. Double Condons on the board. What a sweat for the Condon spot, right? Man, that's happened a couple times. Glad we could let the Condon guy breathe easy now. We have a Sapphire Selections coming up. I'm not sure if they're all ink. Let's find out. Ashley Andujar, Braden Montgomery in the back. We have a Luke Sennard, and the Sapphire Selections is an auto. Are you kidding me? Charlie Condon spot. I bet you're not sweating anymore, unless you're sweating from jumping up and down. Charlie Condon, 3 packs, including ink now. Charlie Condon on card Sapphire Selections auto. And that is not numbered, but an absolute beauty for the Condon spot that has just absolutely caught fire all of a sudden. I'm going to, let's see, can I fit anything else in the display back here? No, I cannot. So we're going to take down the Luis hits, and we're going to move over the O'Neill Perez, and actually, I'm going to move over the Peyton Eels too, and we'll put the Condon hits next to each other. Triple Condons all of a sudden. Holy Moses, says Randy. Congrats to Condon. Once again, way to stick it out. Way to have the patience. Never know what's going to happen. And I would say if that's our only auto in this box, then 5 boxes, 2 Cags, 1 Pena, 1 Madej, and 1 Condon is not a bad way to do things at all. We have an Aaron Estrada. We have a gold coming up, it looks like. Quintero says just looking. Let's see if we can do it. Aaron Estrada, Pablo Guerrero. Oh, Emil Morales. I thought it was going to be Estrada for a second. Quintero for a second. And Hyung-Chan So Emil Morales getting a gold, numbered 30 of 50 for the big-time Dodgers prospect. Guerrero and Estrada. We still have 4 packs left. Already 2 parallels and 1 autograph on the board. Let's open up some more top loaders for these last 4 packs. All right, here we go. What can we add in the second half here? Josh Noth starts us off. We have 5 cards in this pack, so we're getting potentially an extra card unless we get shorted in another pack. Noth, Kyle Teal, Hayden Alvarez, Ismael Javier, and second baseman for Boston, Christian Campbell. Campbell having a nice night. Campbell Sapphire, Teal, Javier, Alvarez, and Josh Noth. So we're supposedly guaranteed at least 1 more parallel. See what we're going to get in these last 3 packs. Where's Tyler Locklear? Yeah, I only think I mentioned his name in paper so far on this one. Okay, I think we're going to be short a card in this one. So I think we're going to have just had 1 card move from one pack to another. All right, we have a Bo Walker. We have a green, it looks like. Hey, Tugboat. We haven't said Tugboat's name yet. On the board in the green Sapphire parallel, Matt Wilkinson, 23 of 99, and more Jansa Luis hits, adding to his 2 autographs with the Sapphire. Bo Walker getting the Sapphire, and Tugboat on the green is our 3rd parallel. So that's all of our guaranteed hits, but we've seen extra hits so far in our Sapphires. So fingers crossed we can make that happen again here. Good luck, guys. Let's see. We have gold, and we have yellow. So 2 extra parallels. Let's go with the yellow first. PJ Morlando starts the pack off. Sammy Hernandez in the back. Arun Escobar. Nice names in this pack. And the yellow is a first. And the yellow is, what a night for Alejandro Rosario. 2 hits for the top 100 prospect, Alejandro Rosario. Fuchsia wave earlier tonight. And now the yellow Sapphire, number 23 of 75. Nice night for a good prospect. Escobar and Morlando. We've said their names a couple of times already tonight, both getting additions in the Sapphire. And finishing it off, the 5th parallel of the box, Jesus Tolero. Looks like that might be for Takumi. Sean Keys. In the back, Emil Morales. And the gold is another first. And it's an extra auto. Ashley Andujar with a beauty there to finish the break off. Extra parallel, extra auto. Gold number 39. Andujar. So we started off big with the Thomas White orange shimmer auto. We finish off nice and big with the Ashley Andujar gold sapphire auto. All in all, solid sapphire box again. Double ink, extra parallel. Pretty nice. Let's recap the hits from tonight. For anybody who's signing off, appreciate everybody joining the break tonight. Hope to catch you back here on Thursday. If not, anybody who we don't see then, have a happy 4th of July. Can't believe we're already halfway through 2025. Bunch of weather holds, it looks like, or at least a couple. Yeah, a couple weather holds. All right. So starting the recap of the hits from tonight. We have 2 Franklin Arias base chromes. We have 2 JJ Weatherholt base chromes. 1 Jesus Madej, 1 Kevin McGonigal, 1 Luis Pena, and 2 Slade Caldwells. Going to the main stack of hits. Starting off with our Sapphire. Actually, let me start off with our hobby hits. Okay, so starting off the main stack recap, we have our Reptilians. Braylon Payne, Chase Mobley, Peyton Neals, Cody Freeman, Braylon Payne again, Franklin Arias. Mini Diamonds, we had Sebastian Walcott and Josue Briseño. X-Fractors, we had Hyung-Chan O'Neal Perez, and Christian Campbell. Our Sapphire Parallels, Alejandro Rosario on the yellow, Matt Tugboat Wilkinson on the green, Emil Morales on the gold. Autographs. Let's put them in the back. All right. Purple Refractor, Fabian Lopez in chrome, Alejandro Rosario, Fuchsia Wave, Bobby Witt Jr., blue pattern on a beautiful card there. Gregory Barrios, purple pattern. Blake Walters, purple pattern. Zach Neto, sky blue paper. Sung-Chi Chang on the aqua shimmer. Jeremy Cabrera, sky blue paper. Brooks Lee, red redemption. Giancarlo Lara on the wave refractor. Randy Arozarena, lime green paper. Yancy Luis with 2 base autos, Emilian Pena base auto, and Victor Rodriguez base auto. Going to the back. Oof, I think we're going to pull orange down first. Orange, O'Neal Perez on the orange Reptilian 21 of 25. That means it's a big night. Johnny Lavelle on the blue wave refractor number 59 of 150. Jesus Madej on the Reptilian. Double hits for Luis Pena with the Sapphire and the Mini Diamond. Nice night for Pena. Let's go Peyton Eels purple auto next, numbered 58 of 250. Then we'll go with the Condon bases next, or the Condon non-ink. Charlie Condon on the base Sapphire and Charlie Condon on the green parallel, numbered 65 of 99. This is a healthy stack of first hits. Usually it's a little bit more even between the firsts, the rookies, and the non-firsts. We got a healthy stack of parallel hits today for firsts. Ashley Andujar with the gold Sapphire auto number 39 of 50. Then we're going to go Charlie Condon on the Sapphire Selections on-card auto. And hit of the break, our first autograph of the break, number 3 of 25 on the orange shimmer. Thomas White with the big hit there. Edgar's the CAG spot. I called his name a couple times tonight. I know they released a couple or a few inserts and a base for him. So not the biggest night we've ever had for CAGs, but got him on the board a bunch of times at least. Thank you, Takumi. Thank you, everybody, for joining, and we'll catch you back here for some more Sapphire this week. Have a good start to your week, everyone.